Alright, okay, we're live. Fuck the police.
Fuck the police.
Okay, what's up, y'all? First anime podcasty episode, super fucking professional coming at you. So, my name's Byron,
I'm Ash.
and we're here to fucking talk about anime. It's fucking lockdown, everyone hates lockdown, not gonna go into lockdown. Want to be productive. So, what we kind of want to do today is talk about weeby shit. So you'll see, bang.
Hello, weeb.
We've got our fucking Annie charts. It's a brand new season. It's just started. So for anyone who's saying, feeling bored, going, fuck, I don't know what to watch. I don't know what's good. I'm new to anime. All these fucking weeb dudes keep telling me to watch Japanese cartoons. We're going to get into it. So we've ordered it by popularity. So people that browse the website, have an account, will say what they're hyped for, what they're enjoying so far, how many episodes they've watched, and it gives you a basic blurb. We're going to go over it. Sequel shit, we're not going to cover too much, but brand new stuff, we want to get more into that.
Unless there's something that we're super both into, then we might just give it a cheeky watch.
Yeah. So something that's super hype, we'll be maybe covering in later episodes, but for now, we're going to do a season overall coverage. And maybe a retro look at the previous season. So, Ash, is there anything you're super hyped for that's currently airing?
Ooh, the thing is, I know we said we weren't going to do back, but like, ReZero. Ooh, I'm very excited. My whole body is ready. You know, like, you got to get that Ram bullshit and like Emilia, like fucking. Oh, I'm super hyped for that.
Yeah.
Hella hype.
So, I'm also obviously very hyped for the sequel, but God of High School was a bit of a mundane manga, but the anime looks like it's been really well adapted. For me, kind of like an Attack on Titan, where the manga's dog shit, but the anime is very cool.
Okay, that's fair.
So, I've only read bits and pieces, so I was maybe in a bad mind space. Maybe people are going to be like, no, fucking Byron, you're wrong, shut the fuck up. But we'll see. So, we're going to start with the first one. We are just going to be doing everything as a blanket, because maybe you've watched the first season, but maybe the second season's trash. So, by the way, if there's anything you hate, like, love, want to add, want something to be reviewed, want something to be seen, chuck us a comment. I read all the fucking comments because my channel's quite small still, and then we'll get hella into it. So, or again, something like the webcam, we were discussing if it's too big, too small, if you fucking want the webcam up here, down here, gone for the trailer, whatever, we can do that, but we need input from the homies. So, let's have a look at the first one. You do have the link to the fucking video. We are going to talk over the video and pause it. So, you know, maybe do that. This will be your 10-second buffer. Now you can fucking go watch the trailer and then you can hear our thoughts, but that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, let's get into it. Oh fuck, I don't want it to be too loud. Professional home video people.
なるほど。それが君の欲の根幹か。なかなか興味深いことだね。おや、驚かせてしまったかな。
Oh, this poor homie.
Fuck.
人と話すのはずいぶん久しぶりだから。
Absolute
つい
peak
気持ちが離ってし
PTSD.
まったよ。
Yep.
僕の名前は駅ドナ。強欲の魔女と。そう名乗った方が通りがいい。
Okay, so anyone who's fucking not watched the show, first of all, I don't know why. Who? How Crunchyroll? I'm calling you out. Fuck you guys. Why are you only in 480p? Swatch, Oaks. Okay.
Not okay.
Anyway, so I was like, why does it look so shitty?
Yeah.
Okay, Crunchyroll's terrible. Please, I can do a better job. Hire me. But so, spoilers. This is your 10-second buffer. 5 seconds. Fuck it. If you haven't watched the first series, skip. We're only going to talk for like a minute. If you see the trailer's gone, we're not talking about it anymore. So, the witch. She only got introduced in the first series like half-ish way.
Yeah, no, she didn't really like come up in the beginning, so it was quite weird to like have her sort of crowbar in. I don't know. I felt like it didn't flow very nicely for me personally.
See, I was gonna say the opposite. So again, this is for anyone who's fucking watched the series. You're gonna nerd out with us because I watched this show blind with another homie, and we were literally pausing every episode, theory crafting, like, oh my fucking god, why doesn't he die? Why doesn't this happen? Why does this happen? So we're going to go into deep spoilers. So if you watch season 1, again, skip the fuck ahead. If you are keen on watching it, again, skip all this or don't listen, I don't care. Because when you first see it, the homie just dies. And
Yeah.
you're like, ah.
Yeah.
And then...
But I think for me personally, that's what hooked me. Is because it was like, you have this like main character in all the animes, the hero always prevails, blah, 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 blah. Like, you always have like the thing is, there's no suspense because you know no matter what happens, like, he's gonna find a way out of this.
There's no investments.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden this dude just straight up fucking dies and you're like, what the shit is going on? Like, how's the anime gonna continue? What the hell's going on? Like, he's just dead. Like, straight up Game of Thrones style.
Yeah. And I agree. But they also did it subtly because then he comes back to life and you're like, oh, homie can come back to life. That's cool. But then you don't know what the requirements are and what the ramifications are. And you're like, oh shit. And then that sinking moment when everyone's like, who are you? And he's like, oh, all that time's wasted. And he realizes that he'll get to a certain point, and if he doesn't achieve what he needs to achieve, he's going to die brutally. It's going to fucking hurt every time.
Yeah.
And he has to go back and try to figure it out. And I was like, yo, cause it's not time travel. It's like weird Japanese horror reincarnation, because I know they do that shit all the time.
The thing is that like that shit is so much scarier because it's like, it feels like one of those, like, what's it, 50 First Dates bullshit?
Yeah.
Where it's like, you have to relive your life all the time. And it's like, you have the memories, but like, nobody else does. And you like, feel so isolated, you know?
But that's what I'm saying. So you feel that for him all the time.
But you like, feel deeply with him, like, where you're like, no, remember him, you bitches! Fuck you guys, remember him!
Yeah.
You know? And you just, for me, when I first watched it, I personally hoped so much that like someone was going to be special and someone was going to remember him in like a deep sort of way, and you're like, pain.
Yeah, no, definitely. So, but I'm glad when they introduced the witch at a point, you're like, oh, it's not just lol random stuff. This bitch pulled him out this world, maybe at random, but she has motive.
Yeah.
You know, she has agency. So I was like, that's cool. Because it's not just like, lol, the will of the gods, like other isekais. Where it's just like,
straight
you're
up.
the hero, go get a harem.
Yeah.
So I'm really enjoying that factor. So now that we're getting more into it, I'm super keen. Because once you see her, there's no more... She adds another element of like fuckery with him.
Yeah.
That's why she's mainly introduced and to show more agency in the story. But now that we're covering it more, I'm very keen to see where it goes. So let's continue the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Big sad.
Just so you know, we both don't like Emilia. That bitch can fuck off.
Yeah, I saw Vincent Ram being the top waifu.
100%. What?
But you see now this, I like this because of the nature of the show. You know that this is not all necessarily fixed.
Yeah.
It can all be changed because the shit that happens over the 24 episodes is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Oh, and they were the cultists as well, so there are people aware of this. Is not saying I like the witch because she's got agency.
Yeah. The thing is, I can't, like, my body and my emotions cannot handle her dying again.
Oh, Amelia, fuck off.
Yeah.
The reason I hate Amelia is because she just doesn't do anything.
No, she's fucking useless.
Yo, and he comes face to face with the witch, so...
Ooh, I'm keen
ゼロ
for
から
it to
始
do
める異
that.
世界生活 2nd シ
I
ーズン
want shows to fucking end.
2020年7
That's my
月
favorite
Yeah.
thing.
放送開
Yeah,
始
yeah.
Like,
To have like a beginning, a middle, and end, like shit
お前を救ってみせる
happens like in an order and it makes sense, and then you get resolution.
yeah, that's exactly it. So I'm super keen because again, confronting the witch is not a guarantee. Obviously, there's fucking hundreds of anime that like confront the problem and then they do nothing.
Yeah. The thing is, right, for me, like, the most fucky part about this anime is that, like, any resolution is tentative. Because, like, even if they literally, like, finish the, like, quote unquote, finish, there's no guarantee of that because, like, it could just, literally, the biggest fuck you at the end could be, like, YOLO reset right to the beginning. Like,
Yeah.
right to the beginning of everything.
Well, we don't know if she's got that ability.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's the thing. We don't know that that's not
Yeah.
possible. So there's like this tentative, like, is there ever going to be a resolution?
Well, no, there has to be because they're now playing at the fact that the witch wants something. There's been this conflict where the witch was wronged by other people.
Yeah.
So the witch has brought in these rogue factors to maybe bring everything out, and maybe she's using him because she's reincarnating him constantly
Yeah.
to check all the probabilities of what will fail and what will not.
Yeah.
So I want something cool like that. So we're also going to be looking now at the studio itself. So White Fox was the studio that did it. Some of their more recent animes that they've done that people might know, obviously, is Goblin Slayer. They recently did the film for it, obviously, and the actual series.
Yeah. Goblin Slayer was fucked.
Yeah, love the manga, hate the anime.
Yeah.
But anime means more money for the author. More money for the author means more manga, so I'm not going to bitch.
Yeah. But it was still like...
My biggest thing is that they swapped to the arcs around.
Yeah. No, that pissed me off. I was
I
like...
really hate it. I was like, this makes no
What?
sense. Maybe for someone who can't, you know...
The thing is, if
read.
you've never read, like, the manga, it's on its own objectively, it's like, it's okay, because I watched the anime first and I was like, oh, this is quite interesting. And then I read the manga and I was like, wait, this makes way more sense.
Yeah, it hits harder, it makes way more sense, the art's more consistent.
Yeah.
And I know it's, again, you're comparing two different mediums,
Yeah. But
it's there's very few cases where people go, oh, I like both.
yeah.
Like, again, with Berserk's a classic example. The first anime is not bad, the second anime is fucking trash, the movies were weird, but the manga is peak.
Yeah.
A fairy tale. Manga's great, nothing wrong with the manga, good art, good story, consistent. Anime, not so great.
I don't know. The thing is that, like, the anime sort of brings the characters more to life, especially with the music. Like, the thing is, the fairy tale main theme, there is nothing in the world that gets you more hype for a fight scene than...
know,
Come
you
on.
see-
There's nothing that gets you more hype in the world than, like, somebody's gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I'm also older than you, you know, so...
Well, like, 2 years.
I'm
Fuck you,
everyone's
grandpa.
senpai. Someone's a month younger than me. I'm like, don't worry, young, and the elder's here to keep you safe.
So what, am I the kohai, yeah?
Yeah,
You
you're
can be
the kohai.
senpai.
I'm the senpai.
Gross.
But it's like, if you grow up with a Bleach, Victor and I always talk about the fact, they have the best theme song because it's black gospel woman singing. When it's get center of attraction. And it's like, why is there this weird gospel music as the homie's doing a fucking flip with his big ass sword? And then obviously Naruto for me is like peak shonen music.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says. The first series had some bangers. Shippuden had some bangers.
Yeah.
They had traditional instruments. It was fun.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying. Music definitely does enhance it. Again, same for Berserk, same for many shows. But, and I mean Attack on Titan, obviously.
Yeah.
But that's not enough as well in terms of like, that's definitely a plus of animes. You've got movement, animation, voice, audio that you can play with.
Yeah.
More color, obviously.
Yeah.
So you can create more identity. However, a lot of anime seriously suffers from bad story pacing
That's true.
and bad portrayals of it. Because
Yeah.
you're not working with stills and leaving it to the person's imagination. You have to fill in those blanks. And if you
Yeah.
fill them in bad, it's not going to be as hectic. That's why, for example, I think they were saying that Solo Leveling is getting an anime.
Okay, so Solo Leveling, I have read the light novels, and I read the light novels before there was a manga.
Yeah.
Before there was anything, I read the light novels. I am very, very deeply obsessed. if they mess it up, I swear to the Pope, I'm gonna throw fucking
Yeah.
hands. I will fucking throw hands.
Just so everyone also has an idea of our characters. I watch good, I read okay, and then when it comes to reading books, I can't read. She reads way more, she reads less manga, she watches less anime.
No, fuck, my biggest problem is the reason why I got into light novels is because I watch an anime and then I'm like, fuck, I want more. Okay, and then I read all of the manga. And then I'm like, shit, the manga stopped. Right, let me go to the light novels because I need all of it. I become very obsessed. I become one-track minded. Fuck the universe. Fuck. Ashley, you've got shit to do in your life. Fuck off.
Yeah. So, that's where we're coming from. Ari Fureta, that's obviously another example.
I have problems with that shit. Because I've read the light novels, and the light novels are best. They literally cut out everything. They literally take an entire book and cram it into 2 episodes. Get fucked. You can literally dive off the edge of a bridge because of how shit that anime was. I cried when I watched it because I was so disappointed. My dad, who literally hates me, is less disappointed in me than I am in that fucking anime.
So, White Fox, the problem I have with this, and this is also why I tend to shop anime by studio.
Yeah.
Like Zero Kara Hajimeru Maho no Sho.
Yeah.
Very cool. Loved it. Great.
Yeah.
Great story. Great fantasy anime. Never finishes.
It was very upsetting for me, like, to feel sort of hooked into something and then it just sort of like, meh.
Yeah.
It sort of petered out and like there was just, I felt... Like, it didn't feel like there was a realization to, like, the craving that I had. It didn't feel like that there was a concrete end to it.
Yeah.
There's some things where you can excuse, like, when you know that there's something more coming and you're like, you can excuse almost being hooked in. But then you like, why?
Yeah, so they've obviously done some other good stuff, but again,
Steins Gate.
Devil's a part-timer.
That is fucking great. That is hysterical.
But it doesn't end.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. So it's neat, it's fun. I love the animation, good expressions,
and
but
it's
it never
funny.
ends.
But yeah, but it also...
Steins Gate's the exception. Obviously, Steins Gate finishes. However, that's only because they got to choose an ending from the game.
That's true.
So I feel like that's a light cop out, not a heavy cop out, because then they came and they did Steins Gate 0 to go the darker route, and they've done some movies and stuff. But then they also did Yomangand, which was very, very cool, and it actually finishes. It's the same author who wrote Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
So I mean, again, this is why I shot by Bastion. We're not going to go further than that. But so they've been around for a hot minute.
Katana Gatari is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It was a very sort of cheesy, cutesy, like, I'm a swordsman, but this is also kind of adorable kind of-ness, so...
Yeah. Okay, so, God of High School, we're going to get into this a little bit. So, as I said, the manga, because I'm sure it's based off a manga, not a book, because I don't read. That's why I'm saying manga. If I'm wrong, fucking send me a hate mail. It gets my channel interaction higher. So, God of High School begins
again... If you go back to any chart, it'll tell you.
No, it says, source. Manga.
Oh, there we go.
That's what I'm saying, but they don't always list the light novels. Like Sword Art is a light novel as well, but it's not. They don't list as a source.
Yeah.
Always, so.
Okay.
But because these are fan made things, these are not official things.
Yeah.
So God of High School, people are very amped for. As you can see, it's number 2 of what people are loving at the moment.
Yeah.
Also, can you see that ReZero? I only saw now. It's 13 episodes versus 24. Which I'm hoping that they pace it better then, and they budget better, which means they're playing for long term.
Yeah.
Longevity. So, God of High School, it all began. Oh my goodness, I need to zoom in because I'm old. You know what? In fact, fuck this. I'm going to duplicate it and put it here. Big brain. It all began as a fighting tournament. What? It all began as a fighting tournament to seek out the best fighter amongst all high school students in Korea. So that's a really nice, obviously, everyone will talk about this who's watched anime. We have done everything through the lens of a Japanese schoolgirl. The amount of anime that's set in a high school is ridiculous.
It's quite ridiculous.
I love it. We all went to high school, so it's the peak relatable thing, but it does get a bit dull. So already the fact that it's in Korea, that's new. I like new.
Yeah.
Taekwondo specialist, obviously a martial art of Korea, so that's neat. And a high school student. Soon learns that there's something much greater beneath the stage of the tournament. So I like that actually as a blurb. Because the way the Koreans and Japanese write their mangas and present their mangas are vastly different.
100% vastly different.
Very, very different. So that's why I think people are so keen to get into this.
Yeah.
So that being said, let's go.
強いやつと戦えばもっと強くなれるだろ相手が強ければ強いほど面白いじゃん
月光
Okay,
剣を
can we
告げる
just
の
pause
は
that for
強
a
い
sec? What the fuck is on the top of that dude's noggin?
I'm sorry, what are you referring to?
強けれ
What
ば
is on the
強い
top
ほ
of
ど
his head?
They're obviously to sleep. They're goggles. I mean, this is Digimon. This is literally 2005 shonens. If you don't have goggles, you're not the main character. Shut the fuck up and go to the back of the bus.
面白いじゃん
月光剣を告げるのは強い人だけなの
俺は
I like
負けるわけにはいかないんだ
Again, Jack, pop this.
知力と暴力両方が揃えば誰にも負けない
Hello?
私の体は鉄より使う
今のは
Yo, suplex.
That was a suplex. Holy
Get
shit.
hyped, Japan loves
今
suplex.
大会はいかなる武術剣術バトルスタイルも許される異種格闘技トーナメントです。
神の力を引きずり出し我が物として頂点を競うそれが我々のゴッド・オブ・ハイスクールだ
Oh, it's Mappa. Okay, you see, and I think they've got one Korean name, which means they've got one of the guys involved.
Yeah, yeah. Music solid. That man just like produced a fucking.
Well, God of High School, it's already so fucking over the top, but that's my only fucking guilty pleasure what they just did in terms of animation. I love that. So,
It gives me Bucky vibes, just like
No.
raw fighting bullshit,
No
but like
way.
school. Like that's what it gives me. Like if Bucky was set in a school, like that fucking fighting bullshit with like. The thing is, okay, so to give you a bit of context, I'm into my yaoi bullshit. Give me some of that boys love, oof. And fuck me up with them girly fucking animes. Give me a good horror as well, but like I love me some girly sort of shit. Like the big sort of macho animes don't tickle my fancy as much, you know. We gotta have a good blend here with like some dude ass animes and then some fucking like sweetie pie girly like fuck me up on a side, like give me a mojito so I can watch my fucking girly anime and like oh cutesy little love bullshit, you know. So Bucky for me wasn't as like, it was very like punchy kicky like me big man, so it like I watched it because I'm not like a fucking pleb, but it wasn't my fave, you know. Like
well, to come into that, Baki was kind of shit because it started off so fucking good and then it got trash. There's just no other way around that.
yeah, that's true. But it it wasn't my favorite because it was like for example, I love Kenichi, History's Mightiest Disciple, right? Bucky. But like that for me is a martial arts fighting sort of thing that I thoroughly enjoyed and I loved, and I read the manga all the way through, and that also had a nice resolution. It was fucking good. Bucky just for me was like punchy kicky for punchy kicky's sake, which like doesn't appeal to me.
Well, but Baki is exactly what you said. Baki is a turbo macho anime in terms of what it's trying to achieve, and I can greatly respect that. That's fucking dope. However, it gets a little bit extra, but because Baki kind of stood alone, you're like, that's fine. Then we got King and Ashura on Netflix, and that was produced, or not produced, but funded by Netflix. Maybe produced, but it was, I don't think they draw anything. They just throw money at shit. So Netflix was involved. It was cool, but again, that was very Baki vibes, and that's I think what they were trying to capture. And then Baki obviously got a new season as well.
Yeah.
This I'm very excited for because this reminds me more of a grounded show. It's more, obviously it's over the top, fucking people are flying up in the sky and they're doing crazy shit, but I'm seeing some cool shit going on but it's within your world of, like, if we talk about, like, you know, suspending your disbelief, right? So, like, let's just take a dumb example. Harry Potter. Harry Potter does a very good job of, for example, saying there's magic in the world and mystery and shit. And you're like, oh, that's cool. So when they hit you with magic, you're like, oh, I was ready. So even though you know magic's not real, in this world they've established the rules and you know exactly what to believe. That's why it was so endearing and people got into it. Same with, you know, shit like, I don't know, Avatar, or not Avatar, obviously, with the blue people, Avatar Last Airbender.
Yeah.
Because if you establish a good world, it's really easy to get into. And that's why, for example, for me, like, Naruto is really cool because they establish all these rules and they follow them and you really get into the world. Whereas, like, Bleach, he's constantly breaking his own world building, so it feels disjointed.
Oh, yeah. I honestly, okay, controversial opinion, I don't like Bleach at all. I've read the manga. I have never watched the anime because I was just like, I didn't want to fucking waste time with spoilers. I mean, not spoilers, fillers and shit like that. And it was just boring. It ended shit. Well, obviously it had a reason for ending shit, but it ended shit, and it was just like...
No, but even if you're
it just
comparing
felt
either
so...
one...
No, but it just felt like so disjointed because it was just like, here's an established roof, and this is the roof. You may not pass the roof because that is the concrete laws of the universe. Yeah. YOLO, we've accidentally created a bad guy that's beyond the roof. Now we need to find a way to
That's what I'm saying. They keep
write yourself into a corner
rules.
and break it and shit. And it made me feel... It didn't make me feel endeared to the anime. It didn't make me feel endeared to the characters. It made me feel like, oh, there's never any suspense because, okay, how are you going to write yourself out of the corner that you wrote yourself into?
He just doesn't care. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't care. And that's why, as much as I enjoy Bleach for its audio, its fights, its cool design of things, like weapons, characters, moves, shit like that, he does. But we're not going to get into Bleach now, so that's what I'm saying. With God of High School, though, I'm very keen, because, again, they establish everything. They establish the gods. Everyone's got to find, so I'm just going to mute that or make it softer. You know, just what they're doing. There's certain moves. Characters already have different fighting styles. And, again, King and Ashura did the same. But King and Ashura is fucking dumb. Have you watched King and Ashura?
No.
Okay, it's fun dumb. I'm not going to defend and say it's good. Like, there's literally a guy he was like, what's the strongest... Everyone in martial arts, I got to try to remember his exact philosophy because he was way in the beginning. Oh, so you know, like Kung Fu, for example, has like tiger palm and crane this and that. So he's like, oh, we mimic strong animals because they're stronger than us. Logical. So he goes, what's stronger than an animal? Weapons. What's one of the strongest weapons? A missile. So his fighting styles, he literally shoots himself like a missile and just flies head first into people. So it's got a fighting style, but I wouldn't quite call it the same shit, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why for this, I'm more keen, because people have also hyped up a lot of shit that I've watched and I haven't enjoyed it. Okay, Oregairu, people are going to enjoy it. It's a rom-com. It's season 3. I actually don't feel like watching the trailer. Do you want to watch the trailer?
No.
Okay, there we go. So if you want to fucking watch this, again, it's by Studio Feel. Mappa. Let's actually quickly cover Mappa. So the studio that's behind now God of High School, they did Zombieland Saga. That's hilarious.
They also did Yuri on Ice, the movie.
Yeah, maybe the movie, because Yuri on Ice wasn't their main production, I believe.
Yeah.
But I've been so out of anime for a while. It's funny, and I think a lot of people can agree with this. Like, everyone's like, man, Corona's going to give me time off. I'm going to do stuff. Even if it's not productive. Like, I want to fuck around and I want to watch more shit. You get into this mode where you're just like sitting in your chair and doing fuck all. So
I don't know if it's the same with you, but like what I do is like I sit and I'm like, okay, I need to watch a new anime, and then the list is just so big. I'm like, I'm gonna just go rewatch my faves, man. Like I'm gonna just go rewatch all of my faves.
So Mappa, they do really good stuff. Like again, Grand Blue's Fantasy.
They did Dororo.
Huh? Yeah, they did Dororo. No?
Dororo.
Yeah, two rows. Dororo.
Honestly, controversial opinion, I fucking loved it. It was so cute.
No, not controversial. It's a really good anime. Check it.
Gets
an 8 out of 10.
Oh, Oh, I fucking loved it. No, a lot of my mates didn't like it because they liked the original better.
Yeah, but they're mouth breathers, so I mean, it's fine.
Just hold this. I need to get my glasses. Ashley's a little bit fucking blind.
Yeah, I don't wear glasses because I'm fucking really good eyes.
Well, fuck you.
But Zombieland Saga, man, that was such a dumb anime. I was hoping it'd be fun, but it's not even like dumb fun. It's just really just mouth breathing stupid.
Yeah.
Banana Fish, I was surprised that that got animated. That's fucking old manga.
I haven't seen it.
Dude, it's like there was. Oh, excuse me. I'm not sick. I'm just killing myself. Banana Fish, the manga, right? When did this fucking come out? I want to say 94. I had a feeling it was the 90s. This fucking started in the mid 80s, stopped in the mid 90s, and it only hit the West in terms of it only hit South Africa when I saw it as a actual thing that was on shelf available to read.
Yeah.
In like the early 2000s. So I was like, man, but no, and the fucking art is so not ugly. It's a product of its time.
Yeah, yeah.
But you don't look here and go, ooh, sexy art, I want to read. So when I saw Banana Fish was getting done, I was like, what? Hello? The manga must be free. But it's cool because it came from, if I'm not mistaken, it's all about espionage and gangs and, you know, it came from that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
That era of anime. Like your Gunslinger Girl, your Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gunslinger Girl was good.
There's so many, I'm forgetting a whole bunch now, but they all stem from that era. So they did that. That was really good. How much does Zombieland get? 74. That's a bit high for me. Oh, the fucking gambling anime. They did that.
That one was good.
I know homies enjoyed that. I haven't watched it yet.
It's actually good.
Did they actually do Yuri on Ice? Because sometimes studios collaborate and they're like, we did this. And it's like, no, you fucking didn't. Oh, they did Shingeki no Bahamut. Makes sense because that kind of links to Granblue Fantasy.
Yeah, Yuri on Ice today.
So they say. I'm not going to research. I'm not invested in, you know, boys' love on ice. What else have they done? Anything of note? Oh, Punchline was fun. Not very good, but it had some really cool animation moments. And again, that's the problem with these studios. Is I feel we're at a point where every animation studio currently can do insane shit. Like really, since 2013, I really noticed there's been a bump in like everything's fucking looking so much better. Maybe even 2012.
Yeah.
But that's not enough. You gotta, again, storyboard the shit better, space it out better.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and I know that one of the pet peeves is time it with the ad breaks in Japan.
Yeah.
But plan around that. You gotta really get into that fucking mindset. So, they've done a couple good things. Yo, they did this. What is the English name for this? I always fucking forget. Production.
Kids on the Slope.
Yes, Kids on the Slope. Kids on the Slope was fucking cool. It's a bit of a tangent, but this was all about jazz in a sleepy town and how music brings these homies together. But again, everyone's in high school, but they look like they're fucking train workers. It's great. Fire Force is worth watching. Everyone's hype about. I'm not going to watch the second trailer. You guys know it's going to be sick.
It's just fucking great.
If you haven't watched Fire Force Season 1, I'm not going to explain it to you. Watch the first episode. The first 4 minutes will either hook you or push you away. Because really the whole show follows that train of thought, animation, approach, everything. Yeah. So if you don't like the first 4 minutes, you won't fucking like it. If you do it, you're going to love it. I thought it was one of the best shows in easily the past 3 years. Definitely like top 5 contender. Sword Art Online as well. Alicization.
I hate Sword Art Online.
She hates Sword Art Online. I like Sword Art Online. So I'm not going to watch the trailer because she hates and she has bad opinions. But, you know, I can't really help that.
The thing is, it's super overhyped.
But
everyone's like, Sword Art Online is amazing. Sword Art Online is amazing. It's like... It's like...
Stuff makes money for a reason, though, actually.
It's like...
Stuff makes money for a reason.
The way people go on about it, it's like, oh my god, it's like the best thing ever, like jizz in my pants. When it's like...
I think you're being a little bit too critical. I think...
No, the thing is that, like, I think someone Asuna can die in a hole. I hate Asuna, she's a worthless character.
Asuna's
a worthless character.
No, I
She
think...
is worthless.
Okay.
She does nothing.
Oh,
She
I'm just-
literally, like, the first time she's like, oh, yay, like, she's supposed to be the fucking leader of, like, bullshit and, like, the super fucking awesome OP character. She does nothing! Fuck off!
It's not her story.
No, fuck off! Also, Kirito, I don't like the building of his power level. It was just, like, all of a sudden, I'm, like, super fucking strong. Like, fuck off.
It was empowering for nerds because he was a beta tester, so I like him. But anyway, so ignoring Ashley's bad opinions, the reason I'm not going to watch this... point at it. The reason I'm not going to watch it now is because it's a part 2 of an already ongoing thing. I know people saying, but it's War of the Underworld part 2. It's all the same fucking show in terms of the current season is carrying on with characters A, B, C, and the arc regarding X. So if you haven't seen it...
That's the worst part about it. It's like, it's the exact same story.
No, it's fucking not.
It is the exact same fucking
Okay.
story. I go to another game. Oh my god, I'm so trapped. Like, in the game.
It must be amazing being so wrong but thinking you're not. Like, that's an actual superpower.
Fuck
I
off.
want to make an anime about that. People that just have bad opinions. Number 6. I'm keen to watch not watch it, but in terms of I want to see it. So we tagged with comedy, ecchi, and it's by TMS. TMS
Ooh.
always do lukewarm stuff. But I like, for lack of a better word, a popcorn show. A sit down on my ass and not concentrate show. A show that turns my brain off. People might think that's insulting to anime, but sometimes I want to fucking wind down. Not everything has to be Ghost in the Shell, darker than black. I'd also had like really big brain stuff.
Oh, Psychopath.
I still need to get to it.
What? Psychopath is great.
I know it's great. I never said it isn't.
Don't watch season 2 though.
You see, but this is what I'm saying. So I'm saying, like, I was like, man, season 1. Everyone's like, man, season 1. Oh, great. It's amazing. And it finishes. I was like, oh, fuck, I'm going to watch it. And people are like, man, in a movie. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then, like, season 2. I was like, okay. And they're like, oh, season 3 now. And another movie. So it kind of feels like that studio is like money.
Oh yeah, it's because it was like so fucking popular.
No, it is because I vividly remember when fucking Psychopaths came out because that studio, because it's Production IG.
Yeah.
Production IG released 2 fucking anime at the same time. A really safe anime that's like not controversial, no thinking. It's just again a popcorn show, and that was Robotics Notes.
That was so cute.
But it's cute. But again, it didn't break your mind though.
No,
you didn't
not
ever
as
sit there
fuck.
going, oh fuck that show, oh this moment or that moment. It's a very safe show in terms of producing it.
No, 100%.
Whereas Psychopaths was taking a bit of a leap of faith because again, Robotics Notes, high school kids. Already you got the safety blanket that covers all of fucking Japan.
Yeah.
But then you get fucking Psychopaths that's like, yo, these guys are grown-ups. How are they not old? What?
Yeah.
So let's have a look at this. So it's Kanojo. Oh god, the screen's so far away. For anyone who doesn't know, I've got 2 small monitors that are quite far away. I don't want to zoom it because it's going to zoom it for you. No, you know what? Fuck, you guys don't care. Hold on here for a sec. Hold the mic for a sec. And we've also got a ghetto setup, hence why I don't have a mic boom. We have to fucking pass the mic.
Hold it up like fucking ghetto style.
Turn it up, fam, because it absorbs from there. So we've got to just... Yeah. Just like that's cool. Because I can always just adjust the volume over here. The gains and blah, blah, blah. So, Kanojo okarishimasu. Everyone's like, Byron, that sounds wrong. Do I look Japanese, honestly? I know my students say that because they're fucking joking, but they're also 10. In today's Japan, rental services can deliver an afternoon with a friend, a parent, even a fake girlfriend. Such excitement. After a staggering betrayal by his girlfriend, hapless freshman Kazuya gets desperate enough to give it a try, but he quickly discovers how complicated it can be to rent an emotional connection, and his new girlfriend, who's trying to keep her side hustle secret, or panic when she finds out her real life and Kazuya's are intertwined in surprising ways. Family, school, and life start to go wrong. This I kind of like.
I'm quite into this. Like, it sounds like very interesting, especially in terms of like renting a person, because especially in Japan, you can literally rent a tiny hotel, like where it's literally a tube, and like to actually rent a human being and their emotional capacity, like the upkeep on that must be really expensive.
See, it's not just that. What I'm thinking of is a bit more broader in terms of today's like hookup culture, and you know, people are getting married less. People are being more casual about relationships, sex,
Tinder,
emotional connections, Tinder. Also, if you go on Tinder, don't tell me no hookups. I'm here for my husband. We're all on Tinder for one reason. We're all Western. We all got the same fucking idea, the same shit. If you want a real fucking like connection in person, go hang out with like face-to-face connection. Because Tinder's
but don't
just
do that with the coronavirus.
do it with coronavirus. I don't give a fuck. It's your own agency. You're your own fucking boss. I'm not the boss of you. So go do it, don't do it. But that's my advice. So this is again interesting because it's like, again, that's a perfect example. This is rebound.
Yeah.
The guy's girlfriend fucking cheated on him because that's ultimate betrayal.
Yeah.
So this oak was obviously like, hey, I'm dating this chick. She's super cool. Bam, the fucking betrayal. And that's also something anime doesn't really touch on. That's a touchy subject for a lot of people, you know?
Yeah.
Especially for Asian culture. It's like, that's what's so taboo. And that's why Japanese, like manga, for example, hammers on it. They love it because it gets people riled up so fucking bad. NTR, Netsore, which is, again, just, it's a big word for cheating and everything else encompassed.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're addressing a bigger scope of that is really interesting because we've done this before. Chobits has done it, but not as broad. And then we got Plastic Memories, I think it was called, where if a loved one dies, they make you a new android to resemble that loved one.
Oh, yes.
And you're like, oh shit. And that was like Chobits Extended. Now this is like Chobits and Plastic Memories Extended, but we're not going through the cyber, you know, technology route. We're going through the straight route, which is like,
yeah,
you're gonna be a replacement.
This human.
Exactly, but people do that consciously and subconsciously.
Your rebound.
Not even just rebound, but like again for the death of a friend.
Yeah.
You know, you try to replace that friend. You might not be again thinking of it consciously, but you want to re-establish that connection with someone. With relationships, it's more obvious because you're trying to seek out a very niche connection that's wired in our brain. But again, with something like a parent, when a parent passes, it's devastating because there is typically no replacements. So when they say here, you can replace a parent, a friend, a girlfriend, and you rent it, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Very, very fun, cool.
I'll be your Nichan.
No, I'm the only Chan.
No, I'll be your Nichan.
No. Okay, so the anime is actually called Rent a Girlfriend. Boo, unimaginative. Yo, he's above 20. Or he's 20. He's above high school age. That's already super
I'm
rare.
already hooked.
That's super rare. As I said, I'm old. I've watched a fuck ton of anime. And I've seen every possible fucking story done through the lens of a Japanese high school girl.
Have you watched It's Hard to Fall in Love for Otaku?
Yes.
That's actually quite well.
What was the Japanese name of that?
Fuck knows. It's
Wasn't
too
it,
long.
Wasn't it Wotaku?
Yeah, Otaku.
The short version was Wotaku. And it's the guys who actually work in like a company,
Yeah,
like they're adults. Yes, I fucking love that because I'm that age group.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh fuck, look, you can get over 20 and not be fucking failing. That's what I loved about the show. They're like, everyone's got their own job, they function, they're pretty normal, but they're
also
for the
hot.
most part, they're introverted because they're nerdy. They've got, and even though they're all nerds, they're different types of nerds. So yes, Wotaku was, fantastic. But again, they're pandering to my group, so you know, but biased. I had a girlfriend.
Oh, ouch.
And that happens a lot in the real world. For anyone who's under 20, just get used to that. Prepare yourself. Don't bank on negativity, but just be prepared for shit to go wrong.
100%.
With anything you do in life. That's fucking my old man advice. The ideal girlfriend. Yo, what? What?
千鶴はレンタル彼女。本当に好きになるなんて許されない相手。でも、やっぱり嫌だったよな。こんなクズの彼女なんて。
これが私の仕事。楽しかった。またね、運命
See, but this is also why I like anime, because like this could realistically go so many ways. Of course, there's a third person involved. what is?
What the fuck was that?
It's the little subtleties of Japanese voice acting I like.
最後は幸せにしてくれると思う
But again, look how good the animation is, man. Fuck.
彼女お借りします
ところでお主ら
Oh fuck,
も
there's
うセ
more.
ックスはしたのか
Yo!
Oh, that granny like fucks.
Yo!
カズくん
Hello!
That
Yeah, so
granny fucks.
I'm already super keen on that.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of people watching it, pause, drop, planning. It's being well received so far. Majority 7 to an 8. Teaching on a 9 to a 10. But obviously there's also naysayers.
But there's also like people like our mutual friend Vic, who are very against the whole ecchi.
They only want violence in action.
Yeah.
And there's many people like that, nothing wrong with that, but you're also missing out.
Yeah. Like for me, like that is my perfect kind of anime. I love that cutesy, like give me a beautiful romance where two bitches fall in love, the forbidden romance. But the problem is there's also like a hella skeptic in me where it's like she's just doing her job. You can't fall in love with her for just doing her job.
I was like
You
falling
know?
in love with a prostitute.
Yeah, exactly.
This
like,
is just light prostitution. This is just
Oh, no,
prostitution
100%.
changed to be on the air.
Oh yeah.
But that's what I said, I'm still keen on the fact that they mention parent and friend, because I want to see if they expand on that, because the trailer was just focused on him
Yeah.
and the girlfriend aspect.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know if that's a bait or not, but I'm keen. It
Yeah.
actually looks quite cool.
Yeah. Can
And-
we pause there?
Yeah, we can pause.
Cool.
Okay, y'all, we're back.
Cool.
Actually, just wanted to have a smoke break.
Yeah.
So we just couple minutes, you're gonna see a bit of a stitching where the show's gonna be together, and you're gonna be like, and you're gonna be like, oh, that's why. Just so no one's like, oh, what the fuck, terrible editing. I want to do it in one go, but things are what they are. So yeah, we just covered Rent a Girlfriend. Again, looks cool. So I'm definitely gonna be giving that a bit of a watch. Not gonna go over what TMS does. TMS does a lot of stuff, or a fair amount of stuff, shall I say. They've done stuff that's been okay to good.
Well, they did Bucky, so
The new one, yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if they did the original. And they've done Lupin, and they've done a couple other fun shows. They've done Nobunaga, they've done Conan, All Out for anyone who watches rugby, Trickster. But again, these are all very like average or niche shows that
Yeah.
I don't know anything they've done where it's been a fucking absolute banger where people are like, oh my fucking god, that's a, for lack of a better way to say it, like a broad success. Like, wow, people talk about, like, I just out of the corner of my eye see this Jutsu wa Watashi wa. I've watched that, I enjoyed it, it was dumb, very stupid story, but it's cool, you know? It wasn't anything special, but I had fun with it. It's not something I'd recommend. It's just, again, I happened to see it there. I was like, oh, I've seen that. So yeah, nothing great from them. That's what I'm saying. TMS, they do okay stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing bad, but nothing good.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we've got Mao Gakuen no Futeki Gosha Shijo Sakyo no Mao no Shiso Tensei Shite Shison Dachi no Gakko Ekyo. So, fuck me. This is why I'm glad I actually don't speak Japanese, because that probably tells you the whole intro. That's probably the blurb.
What's the English?
Oh, God, it's probably not going to be fully translated. You know that.
Misfits of the Demon King Academy Histories, Strongest.
Demon King reincarnates and goes to school with his descendants. You see, that's the whole
there you
show
go.
described.
It just ruined the whole show.
It's the whole show described. So let's just get the trailer up. Because I know some of these words, but again, not
Yeah.
conversational. I can't sit there and go, oh, I know what reincarnate is. Not a fuck.
But as soon as I said Mao, you're like, oh, it's something Demon King.
Yeah.
Some sort of devil bullshit.
So, okay, I'm not going to read the blurb because it's just going to be regular ass shit. Who's the studio? It's Silverlink again. They've never done anything spectacular.
Any blacks.
Yeah, only blacks. So we're just gonna get into it. Have a
よ
look.
く聞け愛しき子孫どもよお前たちの始祖は帰ってきた俺こそが暴虐の魔王あのスボルディゴードだ
超えて
2000年前
I'm
神
gonna
話
have
の
a
時
Japanese
代
pop without the
魔王
king.
と恐れられた男がいた
See, when I see those two characters, like serious
全てを
business, but
己の力でね
with
じ伏せ
like
るも
pop
ののこ
music.
とだ
初めて見た
I'm really expecting again a 6 out of
水
10.
晶が
Not
壊れ
bad,
るか
not
ら
good.
不適合者
友達死になさい
断る分をわきまえろ
冷酷さと博愛を併せ持ち常に魔族のことだけを考え己を顧みず戦った
たとえ魔族が滅びようとも人間はまた新たな敵を作るだろうまったく世話の焼ける奴らだ
不適合者
Okay.
お前の名前
That
は
あのスボルディゴードだ
Okay. Apart from that last scene, which was based,
Yeah.
the rest looks absolutely
Average as shit.
fucking average.
I'm not even keen. It's just another Demon Lord bullshit. Like, fuck off.
Yep.
Like, oh god, like.
And so I was saying exactly with Silverlink, they do again okay stuff, but they don't do anything mind shattering. I don't sit there going, oh my god.
No, I hate being in pain, so I think I'll make a full defense build. That was fucking adorable, fucking amazing.
But was that them?
And maple and syrup, yeah, right there.
Okay.
And that was fucking magical. Holy shit, I loved that. It was so cute. I know it's the very stereotypical because there's so many ones that have done it before, but I really loved Maple, and like one of my mate's dogs named Maple after her, so.
Well, I mean, like, let's look at 2019. None of these names jump at me. I just
No.
know Fate Collide because it's where all the fucking I'm not going to say the P word in case my YouTube channel gets striked. I really mean strike twice.
Yeah.
But where all the special PP people go to
Yeah.
fucking where Fate Say Night's
Gross.
all about, or Fate series all about, like, look at grown-ups fighting and then look at Fate Collide and all these lollies. We're not even disguising them with lolly shield like she's a vampire. She's 1,000 years old.
No, it's just straight up kids.
They're just kids. So
It's
the
not
fact
okay.
that okay, so that's already a bad look. Kanja Demago, 6 out of 10 on average from viewers. I'm like, Not that viewers are always right. Viewers can be fucking retarded. Everyone's retarded. I get retarded. Black Eyed Peas did a song about being retarded. Everyone's retarded. But we sometimes have to go off the average. This again just looks average. Circular print, oh bad. That looks fucking terrible. 2018. Okay. I know you said you haven't watched this, but Masamune's Revenge was absolutely fucking based, and every man should do this in his life.
I'll give it a squiz, eh?
I'll tell you, it's because he's in primary school, he's the overweight dweeb that everyone hates, blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he leaves school and he gets jacked, he studies, he becomes a god of everything. Just to come back to fuck with people who know him because they're like, oh wow, like you're so popping. He's like, go fuck yourself.
Okay.
So-
how about we're gonna take a pause because I want to watch episode 1 because I'm that kind of weeb that like as soon as I learn about something that I really want, I want to watch
No,
that.
we're not taking rules, we have to do it in one go.
No.
We'll cover it later.
Okay, take that and open it up so we don't forget because I really want to
I
watch
won't
that.
forget, I'll make a note of it somewhere.
Please do because I
will.
want to watch that as fuck. Unfortunately, I'm the kind of weeb that as soon as I hear about something, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, fuck the whole world.
Yeah.
I'm watching that shit right now.
Understandable. But then they also did
See-
Death March. Oh, Death March was also painfully average.
Yeah.
Two Car was fun, but a fun idea, should I say. Executed
Not
terribly.
greatly executed, yeah.
Terrible execution. Oh, they did Imoto Sai Irabali. Amazing. 10 out of 10. Fuck that 7 out of 10. Great. Chaos Child. Anything that's got the word Chaos in front of it. It's like the Re-series with Re-Zero, Re-Child, all these things come from a certain, like, I don't know. It's in my mind a certain type of show. Anything with Chaos in front of it is trash. Because I've seen all of them. Something Child. Because it came from another show. Oh, I can't remember the name now. But it's about this NEET who lives in a fucking actual box, a container, shipping container. He never goes to school, he witnesses a murder, and it's all like, oh my god. I think it was called Chaos Gate. Chaos something. Again, just so fucking bad, I can't remember. Battle Girl High School.
I think I've seen that one.
This one.
No, the one next to it. Busho, Shoujo, Mashivin. I think I've seen that and I think I like that.
Yeah, but the fact that you're sitting there going, maybe it's not like if I see dark then black, I go, fuck yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I vaguely remember watching it.
So 2016.
Oh, Struck the Blood.
Again, it's like, oh, I know the name, I remember the spear chick, but Brave Witches, cool idea, but other shows did it better afterwards.
Yeah.
A lot of feel-good things, a lot of, again, girls being weird shows.
Yeah.
It's just... So again, Silverlink, they've done a few shows that I've liked and a few, like, interesting things, but again, very few bangers. Oh my god, they did Rakudai Kishi. This show was so underrated, and it never got more. Fuck them for never doing a season 2.
Yeah.
Criminal. Have you watched it?
I've watched it. I can't. It was one of those that I vaguely remember.
Yo, how can you forget episode 1? Because it's all about magical fighting battles and a power ranking system.
Yeah.
And this oak goes into his room, his own fucking dorm room, and there's a chick changing.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And she's like, huh? And he's like, hold on, don't shout. Let's get even. And he starts taking off his shirts. He's like, if you're naked, yeah. I'll get naked. Then it's fair.
Yeah.
And then the best thing is they don't. What I loved about it is
I don't remember finishing it. I think I got bored of it.
No, he was such a cool character because the fact is they have a ranking system in the school, and he's saying like, I know I'm strong, but I can't do the one thing, like I can't do maths, thus I'm a failure type of thing. So he can't do one of the skills. So he's rated bottom of the school, and everyone laughs at him. But because she's got the skill everyone loves, they all rate her a genius. So she's like, I'll fight you, duel you to the death, fuck you, my honor. And he's like,
oh yeah, and then she becomes his slave.
Yeah, because he's like, dude, don't do it. And the principal's like, fam, if you want to do it, I'm not going to stop you because you're royalty and shit, you know, do you. But just maybe get along with him. He's like, no, fuck you. So he actually bodies her.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my fucking god. But then they form an actual really cool,
I
genuine
remember
relationship.
that.
And I was like, this guy's based. We're going to take a break. Okay, we're back. There was a home invasion. So, as I said, they form a real relationship. The guy's way into fighting, and the little techniques and stuff they do are very cool. So I love it.
remember it, but it's...
But that's what I'm saying. It's not a banger. I just really enjoy it, but it's not one of those crazy shows. It just does what I like.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So this studio... Oh, God, this sad anime.
Oh, I remember watching that. That was like, eesh.
When ugly girls want to get laid. So sad. So yeah, that's Silverlink. So again, when I see Silverlink, Nuts is not a recent studio, but like, are they a recent studio? Yes, they are.
Oh, they did,
Tanya the Terrible.
That was, I fucking loved that.
That's what I remember, because I
loved that.
I remember that being a semi-recent studio. So yes, they haven't done much, because as a recent studio, you're not going to get many shows every year. So again, Tanya the Terrible, baller show. I should get way more than 7. Well, let's call it an 8. Let's round up to be fair. 8 is actually a fair score because there was one or two things I don't like about it, but they were pet peeves. It's literally just trying to be objective and nitpicky for the sake of it. But I loved the whole show. It was the start of like good audio engineering. I loved it. FRC Alternative.
I loved it.
Trash. If your grandma dies and you're gonna dig her up. Fuck no. So if a show's done and from the fucking early 2090s are you going to redo it? No. Leave it.
Yep.
Unless the original author's involved as well, which maybe they were, but then again, maybe they're a cash grabber. Shut the fuck up, go away. And then they did the movie, and now this is their latest show. So, very young studio.
Yeah.
But I think I watched the trailer for this, actually. Like the first, like not trailer, but the teaser. It's like a 10-second teaser that they do type thing. So it's called Decadence. Yeah. It's not decadence. It's Decadence. Many years have passed since humanity was driven to the brink of extinction by the sudden emergence of the unknown life forms Gadol. Those humans that survive now dwell in a 3,000-meter high mobile fortress, Decadence, built to protect themselves from the Godal threat. Damn, it's a long blurb. Dozens of categories, gears, Warriors who fight and
There's a
attackers.
pipe. What the fuck is that little thing there? Go down.
Where?
The characters.
Yeah, his name's Pipe. I see him. He's cool. So this sort of show, bless you, always gets me kind of going.
Sorry.
And again, I remember from the teaser announcements, I was very interested. So let's have a
世
look.
界人口の9割が失われるに至った未知の生命体ガドルとの戦い。人類はそれに対抗しうる手段としてその英知を結集し超大型の移動要塞を作り上げた。それがデカダンス。我々人類にとって最後の砦、そして新たな希望。
どういうことですか？かの力に入れないなんて聞いたことないですよ。チャンス動かないでよ。
何をしても変えられないものがある。諦めろ。そいつは弱みなんかじゃない。お前の武器だ。
世界を変えたかったんじゃない。私本当は自分を変えたかったんです。だ
It
か
kind of
ら
looks like we're really trying to
それが
throw
私
back
の
to the
戦う
early
理
to,
由です
early to mid 2000s.
Does it give you a Full Metal Alchemist animation vibe?
No, you only got that from the fucking doctor looking guy.
Yeah.
That's why. But that's what I said. It
But
definitely
it
feels
did
like a
give me.
throwback.
It did give you Full Alchemist, Full Metal, right?
Nah, it's
テ
giving
レビアニ
me.
メデカダンス
There's a lot of things. Let's go back to that quickly.
未知の生命体ガドルとの戦い。
It's like a weird blend of like super high like quality viz shit and then like really fucking like low quality.
No. So there's low quality background chicks, but I'll point out every other little thing. So
何をしても変えられないものがある。
he looks like a doctor from another mage anime. I can't remember the name offhand. And you're right, and it's not a weakness. It's a weapon.
世界を変えたかったんじゃない。
We've got purple and miscolored people.
That gives me fucking like how much does that not give you fucking Dragon Ball Z vibes?
That's what I'm saying. The hyper art style of this character, the big glasses. That's the only other show that really did that. Again, there might be older shows, but the one that cemented in my mind was Gurren Lagann.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know. Then we've got her. She 100 feels like a character from oh god, what's the show? There's two of them I'm trying to think of. Girls on Film. Girls. With a crazy photographer. And it's all about underground societies and.
Dude, there's so many.
Speedgrapher. Animation wise.
Yeah, I get it. Now.
Similar-ish. And then there's another one. God, I'm trying to remember all these fucking Japanese cartoons I used to watch now. They play basketball with mechs to get rid of poverty in the ghetto. Also a really great show, and they feature art like this. So
本当は自分を変えた。
you see, oh there, that's the other thing I wanted to get to. Where is it? The super hyper different looking shit. This is also very indicative of the mid 2000s, that sort of era again, where like Eureka 7 did it. Where
This is gonna piss me off because there's so many different art styles and animations contained within one anime, and it's gonna piss me off because that sort of thing. I don't know about you, but like I get a hardcore boner for some consistency.
It depends on the show.
No, like for me, it's I've got like give me a lot of more consistency and like I don't know this inconsistent art style like. All like just from the cuts that we've sort of paused on, it looks like if I had to print those out and you've never seen the trailer, you would think that it's from completely different animes.
But I kind of like that. It gives, because again, they're very distinct about these people, are different groups of people. They all have their own agency, and like I said, sometimes you forget about it. If it's a small roster show, that's cool. But that's the reason why, for example, I think One Piece does so well. Is because the men are so fucking designed different. Even if you're not a person who watches One Piece, you know who the fuck everyone is.
Yeah.
Because they're so different. Whereas like Fairy Tail, in my mind there's 4 characters and then filler. They're really, everyone else is just...
I would just like to point out that I have a Fairy Tail tattoo. It is permanent. The guild symbol is permanently inked onto my body. I highly disagree with him. I believe Fairy Tail is the best anime on the face of the planet. Byron can go fuck himself. Anyway.
But they hardly build on anyone.
Leave Leave me alone! Fairy Tail is beautiful!
But you attacked everyone else's shows.
No, Fairy Tail is beautiful!
Your show's not immune to
No,
criticism.
Fairy Tail is immune to everything.
Okay, but
Fairy
anyway.
Tail is bae.
So this is very much old bone style animation.
Yeah.
Crazy hair, crazy looking people.
But like that for me looks straight up Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, but he's
like,
obviously...
That reminds me of the Doctor.
Yes,
fucking,
he's the Doctor.
Yeah, he's 100%.
The life-sewing alchemist. But he's obviously an archetype in Japan they like to refer to. There's some clean CGI. But that's what I'm saying. And just the way they've designed their outfits, assembled them. This is very much a mid-2000s style show.
Yeah.
And I prefer that throwback because, like I said, even though those shows weren't good, a lot of them had so much identity that I can remember them clearly.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I really enjoy it.
This reminds me of one of those Studio Ghibli ones, The Castle in the Sky.
Yeah.
Any of those, like, there was a recent movie about it, The Bitches on the Train. Train to Busan? Or something like that. It's that one where, like, the whole humanity's dead and everybody's on a train now.
Well, there's not one where humanity's all dead, but there's Cabaneri and the Iron Fortress.
Yeah, it's all that same type of shit.
That was a Attack on Titan clone because it's the same studio, same animation, but it's like, humanity has to travel by these iron trains.
Yeah. So
it's
anyway,
not all humanity, but
anyway, like, for me, that one I would give a solid pass to. It's personally not what I would be into.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So, I mean, it looks cool. I'll definitely give it a watch. Maybe it's surprising because I don't know if you ever watched... I can never... Planets or Planet S, depending how you pronounce it, because the capital is at the end of the word. Did you ever watch it?
Probably.
It's just about maintaining a space station in space, obviously.
I don't know.
Well, that's all it is. It's just maintaining and working on a space station. But what a fucking good show. Absolutely great show. But again, very plain in its delivery. And you think, oh, this is going to be boring. And it turns out to be great. So maybe Decadence will actually be something fun, worth watching like a Eureka 7. But we'll have to check. This, though, I am not fucking entertaining. Like, I'm sorry, it's tagged comedy ecchi and I see a wee little kid.
Yep, nope.
Japan.
Bros.
Why are we not Me Too in Japan? Not that I want to. Like, I love Japan.
But, like...
But they really do have a fucking problem.
Yeah.
So, it's like, there was another one as well that my mate was watching. He loves girly romance animes. Like, he loves super cute shit, super fun shit. And there was some show that came out about these two kids that sort of like, start to like each other in school, but they're hella young. I'm like, God, it can be as cute as it wants, but it's fucking weird. Like, they're so small. I can't watch this ever.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I don't mind watching, what's it called?
Yeah. It's always...
Kanajo no Gal?
Yeah, it's always that shit where, what's the one where it's like a little, like it's a dude... Okay, let's not say that on... It's the one where it's the dude fucking the kid.
What?
Boku no Pico.
Oh, but that's infamous though, and that's
yeah,
old.
But what
that's
I'm,
from an
no,
age...
but what I'm,
that was
but
like
what I'm
Wild
saying
West.
is, like, right, so I was showing, like... Because, like, my mates were, like, sending, like, some pretty nasty videos on, like, this big group chat that we have, right? And they were like, oh, no, nothing is more gross than, like, this and this and this. And I was just like... And they were like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like...
Yeah. No, Boku no Pico is a classic, but that came from the Wild West era of anime. Where anime did whatever. Everyone's like, people think, oh, man, anime is so creative and wild. No, they...
Yeah, anime's for kids.
No, that was my favorite growing up. But anime now is, I don't want to say reined in, but they.
Oh no, I do agree. It's way more self-regulated.
But they're self-regulated because of capitalistic reasons. Because if they do wild shit, they don't make money. That's why we don't see these creative shows as often.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
So whereas before there was a definite creative drive behind all media in general, but now media's become more commercial. But that's a whole other discussion. So. Let's have another look at this. It's Avo Animation. Where's the fucking name? Monster Musume no Uesha-san. So it's... Oh no, that's Ueshi is delicious. Okay, so here in the town of Lindworm, where humans and monsters coexist. A new young doctor, Glenn, begins a day of perilous medical exams, where he's examining deep inside a mermaid's gills. I watched the trailer for this. This is so fucking weird. It's so like odd. I can't even explain it in a way. It's odd because we've seen certain genres escalating, despite what I had just said. Because I think the market's responding to it. So I don't know if you ever watched the shortened like Japanese name is Mon Muse.
Probably.
It's with the guy he dates a lamia chick, the half snake chick.
Oh yes, I fucking love that.
Yes.
With
so since
Happy
then,
the Happy.
Yes. So since then, we've seen more monster anime sort of popping up.
But it's also like there was that one on Netflix, Beastars.
Yeah.
Where it's like bestiality shit is like. Cool
but that's different because that's more the furry crowd. Because there's no humans.
But it's like that sort of vibe.
Yeah, but we're getting these sort of demi-human / anthropomorphized things becoming more mainstream.
Yeah. But the thing is, who doesn't love a good catgirl?
No, but catgirl is like the kiddie pool of what these shows are doing.
Yeah, no, 100%
so
agree.
did you? Not that I expect you to have ever watched it, so it's a bit of a futile question. But did you ever watch Ishizuku Reviewers? I think
yes. Interspecies Reviewers.
Yes.
It's fucking great. I love that.
So
that's some horny ass shit.
So this is the same thing, but except he's a doctor.
Oh, I'm super into it already. I wanna give us a trailer. Come on, give us a trailer.
Okay, so this is to pause it quickly. This is why I am recording this versus doing it live, because if this turns out to be exactly what I'm thinking, I'm gonna fucking censor it because you guys don't need to see what we see. Okay, I'll put a picture of a bunny or something in post.
Yeah.
人間と魔族の戦争は終わり、双方に少しずつ交流が生まれ始めた。そしてここリンドブルムの町では人間と魔族が当たり前のように共存するようになった。
僕魔族専門医のグレン・リトバイトと
It just said from monster
その
lovers
助手
for
をして
monster
おります
lovers.
私サーフェは今日もリンドブルムの町で診療中です。
Finally here is. Why is I love it when the creators themselves are so excited. Also, Centaur girls can fuck off.
さまざまな症状を抱えた
I'm
たく
all
さ
for
んの
doing.
魔族
Yes, that's the scene. Oh, hitting your gills.
からね。もう少しご自分の立場を自覚していただかないと困りますよ。
Yeah, they always make the spiders like the old milfy types.
僕としてはただ
This
た
is
だ真
literally a
剣に
carbon.
治療
Like
に向
it's
き
you
合
know
って
it's
い
a
るだ
massive
けなのだ
that
けれど
monster like I wanna fall in love with a monster girl and like
ただこれ以上の
Oh
ライバル
yes,
の
I'm
出
super
現
keen
は
for this.
絶対に
it's
許
literally
せ
of
ま
like
せん。
you wanna
Kiwi
fall in
doctor.
love with that and interspecies reviewers. It's literally a
And check,
mishmash of
he's
both.
Lamia's his bottom bitch. You
Oh
see?
my-
スター娘のお医者さん
We know exactly what we want.
Bruh, we fucking like holy shit.
Okay, so I don't have to edit that in post. That's wonderful. But
I'm super gonna watch this.
I'm super keen for this. This is what I'm saying. Like this
さまざまな症状を
already
抱
looks
えたたくさんの魔族
so fun because it's not the fact that like, you know, obviously I'm into that. That's my flavor. But I like the fact that the market has responded to it and we're getting more of it. That's like true capitalism.
My brain was always like, I don't know how the fuck interspecies reviewers managed to like get out there, because I was just like, yeah, this is just like, yeah, it was just in sort of like my list of
No, but
like things to watch,
that's-
because like I don't usually watch trailers. I'll like
Yeah.
get things and then like based on the blurb I'll be like yes or no. So then I'm watching interspecies reviews and I'm just like, oh, this is a brothel review, bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm into it.
But
I'm
it's-
into. Oh, give me that slime, girl.
But because it's done so earnestly, like exactly the same with this show. The guy's like, from Monster Girl lovers to Monster Girl lovers. I love that earnest part of anime.
Yeah.
And that's what Ishizuku reviewers or interspecies reviewers I loved about as well. There wasn't any like deep message. They want not yet to change your opinion or something. The guy's like, listen, I love this shit and I'm going to draw it and animate it. And if you want to enjoy it, that's cool. And for me, that's again, awesome art. That's awesome media. because there's space for everything. We can have, again, our Ghost in the Shells that challenge our fucking views on, you know, technology and
then sometimes you just need that horny shit where you're just like, this appeals to my ape brain. My monkey brain is super...
Not just horny, because ecchi's been a thing forever. But
Yeah.
I'm saying, like,
No,
I
but
like
like
the fact that someone's like, I want to animate this thing. I love monster girls and demon girls and all the shit, and
Yeah.
that's my show. And it's about a guy who reviews brothels.
Well,
It's
a
straight
couple
up.
of dudes that reviewed Brussels, yeah.
No, there's 3 core guys and then guests.
Yeah.
But that's what I love, is that this guy goes like, this is my show, this is my art, and that's all I'm doing. And I'm just having fun with it.
Yeah. No, but it was hysterical. I loved it.
So that's definitely something I'm going to watch. People giving it a 5 out of 10, you're fucking objectively wrong.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't know... We're, like, monster girl anime is budding. At the moment, we're in the ecchi horny scene, okay? If you're going to a monster anime thinking it's going to be anything but that, you're fucking super naive and dumb.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to take a while before it evolves, you know? Like, technology always in shows used to be like, deep, trippy. Is it the new human, like, revolution? Is this the next step of humanity? And then it became fun. Like, everything... in the 90s about technology was super fucking serious business. Then it became more fun. So we might reach a point where monster anime becomes a little bit more commonplace, but you as the viewer have to be less retarded and go vote this 10. Give it a 10, even if you haven't watched it.
Can we take a break?
Again.
Sorry, I really want to watch that other anime. So at least give me one episode.
Oh, okay, guys. If it's disjointed, now you know why. I want to do it in one go. Ashley wants to bail. So
I don't want to
fine.
bail. I just want to watch
So
I want to watch some anime. This is giving me like hardcore anime boner vibes.
We're gonna take a break. So if there's stitching, you'll know why. We're still here. You can see the room's the same, the lighting's the same. So it's not like we're passing days on. Just taking like a 40-minute break. Okay, yo, what's up? So, we took a break. Ashley got a bit sleepy, so took her home. Came back, had to do some shopping and shit. So if this seems disjointed, that's why. It was quite a significant time gap, so if it seems like it's a bit of a jump cutty thing, it is. I got shit to do. You know, YouTube's not my life with my 50 subscribers. I'm just fucking bored during Corona. So we didn't finish off our list. Bam! We got our things. So we ended off on the new monster anime, Monster Musume no Oisha-san. Looks great. We've discussed it. Super happy. Ava Animation's only done really trash before they did the shitty version of quintessential quintuplets, but that's fine. So now this I was excited to, because Project Number 9 is a studio. I know the name and I think I like it. So let's just double check quick to make sure I'm not talking out of my ass. Nothing there that I've really loved. That looks trash. Am I a little bit too high? What's going on here? Ugh, like super suspect stuff, man. Have they done anything good? Why did I... no. That Shoujo Tachi. That looked like Shimonetto shit. No. Anyway, this is a trash studio. Okay, so Project Number 9, trash. Don't like them already. So now we're going to go into this. I didn't even see the name when I clicked on it, admittedly, before we, split. Docu Hentai HX Eros. I'm not even going to edit that out. Fuck that stupid noise. But we will put it on silent. So, really super premise. Really super love it. Earth faces an unprecedented threat from an invasion from mysterious Kiseichu. Okay. So cool. We got alien invasion. Everyone likes alien invasions. The Kiseichu feed on human sexual energy. And you're like, come on, guys. You're like, are you for real? Okay. High school student Reto Enjo is a member of the hero group HX Eros, who fight together to save the world from this new enemy. 6. So you're like, okay, whatever. It's way down the list. We're talking like bottom 5. Fuck knows why No Guns No Life is here, honestly. Maybe it's because, people don't want a sequel. Maybe that's actually it. So let's have a look at the trailer. There's nothing crazy going on, but related like High School. Oh my god, High School DxD, Shinmai Mao no Testament, Valix Love, 27. All trash, guilty pleasure. Like we all watch it. It's while the shit gets made, but like no one goes there going like, yeah, guilt. You know, High School DxD. It's my anime. No, you watch that on the down low. Like no one needs to know. So let's get into it. Gonna bring the mic away from the speakers. Let's have a look. Oh, unprecedented across 5 heroes. If it's too edgy, I'm gonna edit it in post. It's literally Power Rangers, but with shagging. Are you serious? Oh, time to use my sexual energy. Oh god, this is so bad. What? It didn't even show you anything. I didn't even see the sexual powers. Oh, fuck that show. That looks terrible. Okay, so fuck that. Like, honestly, even if you're bored, rather go back a season and watch stuff. There's completing stuff that's finishing up. There's all sorts of other stuff worth watching. That is trash. That is objectively not worth watching. Okay, No Guns Life 2. I love the first one. Madhouse has done crazy stuff. They're not an old school studio, but they're an older studio. Really have done some bangers. I mean, just to give you an idea, there's a lot of stuff getting cancelled. Chia Furu, very, very cute anime. You can see 85% from the plebs, and it's purely romance. So very well done. Boogie Pop Phantom, or yeah, it's the new one. New one's not as great, but still really, really fun. Definitely worth a watch despite that rank. Overlord's a bit mixed. I liked it. I love the flexing. It kind of felt like not a dungeon keeper. It's also old. I don't know if you guys will even fucking get that. I mean, maybe people are cultured. Maybe I'm just being a dumb boomer. But, you know, it's nice to play from the bad guy's perspective, you know. So I like that. I like the fact that, and the way they did season 1 was fun. Season 2 I'm not enjoying as much. So I still need to get to 3. But 3 still gets a good score. You know, so like, has to be something worth watching. Damn, they did 2 seasons 1 year. Good for you guys. I mean, what else have they done? Marvel Future Avengers. Oh my god, 47. I need to say 4.7. That's bad. Oh, did they do No Games No Life? No Game No Life. That's actually, did they just do the movie? Oh, you see, they helped with all that. See, this is what I was saying earlier. Some studios fucking claim that they worked on, but like, what's the workload? Did you send a director? Did you send a in-betweener? Or did you send a whole fucking studio? Why are you both credited? It's a bit of a mismatch, because I want to know who's really worth supporting with this. My camera might be a bit bigger. I might have to crop my camera. I'll do it for the next video. I'm sorry, guys. It's the first video. Leave me alone. They did One Punch Man? Oh, look at that. Oh, yes, they did season 1 and it moved studios. And season 1 was really good, actually. So, this gets memed a lot. So, I don't know if that means it's good or bad. Oh, yo, they did Death Parade. Oh, Death Parade is so worth watching. You're going to have to read more of it afterwards. But, stunning idea. Very cool animation. Love the concept. Oh, Kiseiju. Oh, what was the English name? Parasite with a Y. The anime is not as good. A good attempt, but because I mean the manga is so heavy, but the manga is quite cool. See, they did do No Games No Life. Very cool. Damn, that's 2014 already, man. Time fucking flies. So my point is they've done some good shit. Definitely worth watching. I don't know why they're so low on the list. It's probably because it is a bit niche. As I was saying to Ashley earlier, it really feels like we're going back to a resurgence of the early to sort of mid 2000s, maybe late-ish 2000s, like 2008-ish, 2009 at a push. Because I felt like a lot of media, music included, art, everything, was going in a very cool independent direction. So we saw a lot of classic cool shit come out. From the sort of very realistic, not realistic, that's the wrong word, very down-to-earth art styles, like how Dark Than Black doesn't change, it doesn't break its tone, doesn't change the animation style, doesn't get all goofy, it's always consistent. Cowboy Bebop, it's always consistent, it's always its own thing. I know it's a 90s show, but I'm just using an example. Versus other shows that will have a very serious tone and then go into goofy animation and kind of break the flow. So, and also again, some series use a lot of color, some introduce things of like, you know, non-Japanese and non-white people, just as a change of flavor. It doesn't happen too often. I think it's because Japan's not exposed to that culture as much, but we're getting there. You know, some fun shit to do. So, I don't even want to look at these, man. When I generally get to bottom 4, I get so demotivated. I don't want to see it, but also it's not a busy season. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16 shows. Yo, there's normally like 30 to 40. Oh, Corona's body slamming people. Okay, well, let's just read. I mean, the whole point is to go through the whole season. Maybe you see a trailer that you fucking like. Who knows? Let's get into it. Kathleen. Oh, it's a terrible name. Cute voice actress, though. Okay, first of all, two studios? What are the studios? Okay, there's 2 studios involved. I don't know either of these studios. Wow, okay, that's probably why. Don't know what's going on there. Doesn't seem like a Gainax trigger situation when they had that whole copyright thing. Oh yeah, blurb. Some just Inshamari just fucking running past. In 2030, Japan. A virus has infected humans throughout the world. Guys, that's not in good taste. Like, everyone has different opinions of Corona. Some are like, fuck Corona, open up. Some are like, nah, serious business, stay closed. But, dude, it's a bit close to home. A virus infected humans throughout the world. Infected people turn into different forms of monsters based on their ages, sexes, and races. Yo, I can see why people are just not entertaining this. Just then a pair of samurai and ninja appeared. No, watch the trailer. This is hilariously bad if I'm not mistaken. Fuck it. Let's do it. In fact, you know what? I'll even make my camera smaller because there's no burner to look at. You guys don't want to look at me. Fuck it. I know it makes money. Oh my god, my mouse double clicks. I'm so sorry. I'm going to replace the mouse. I'm losing my mind in anger. You guys don't want to know. How much of the trailer was that? Yo, it's a long trailer. I'm not gonna watch it, but I don't like long trailers. It shows off way too much of the show. So again, just to remind everyone, this is modern day Japan. Oh, look at that bad CGI. Fuck, that looks terrible. Yo, this looks so fucking bad. Oh my god, what a bad time to start a studio or to do anything in this year. 2020 has been such a shit show. Anyone who had a kid in 2020 or started a company like just before Corona, I feel so bad for them. Because you don't just start a studio up like this. You gotta plan it. Oh man. There's not even backing effects or anything, it's just yo. And I mean, these are talented people. That's not a joke. Even if they're just pretty amateurish, like Little Bird. You know, if you put something into effort into something. Sorry, dyslexic. Just, I don't know, special R word for me. You understand mic work. You understand instruments. You can read music. You're good at stuff. You're involved in an industry. These people are talented. But sometimes if a project just doesn't have budget or good source material, I feel so bad for them. Oh, samurai! Yo, this looks so fucking bad. Guys, I'm not gonna watch the whole trailer. It's literally just someone standing in a fucking stadium showing off the ending song. That looks bad. I wouldn't even entertain that, ironically. Yokohama Animation Lab, never heard of them. Miru Tights. Are we fucking joking right now? Are you serious? Yo, I got another one. Oh, it's just an OVA. Oh, it's an ONA. Okay, that's fine. That's low effort. ONAs are just like feeling at the room. Monster Strike again. ONA. They've done nothing good. Man. Like the anime about Tights has been their best hitting show. Okay, fuck it. Lapis Re. Lights. Tiara is setting out on a way whether... What? Tiara is setting out on a new life, whether her older sister wants her to or not. Taking a coach from Bristol, she comes to Flora Girls Academy with dreams of not only joining her old friend Rosetta, but also of entering the prestigious witch school. Much to her surprise, she's admitted almost instantly by not at all suspicious headmistress Chloe, whose one directive is that Tiara joins Rosetta's group. That's fine by Tiara, and she's thrilled to meet her fellow group mates, Lynette, Ashley, and Lavi. I've never heard that name. I'm bad with names. If you want to fucking moan about me, put a comment. I don't care. But there's more going than meets the eye. And Tiara learns that the alarming truth about her admittance. All 4 members of her group are failing. Oh my goodness. And if they don't pass this semester, all of them were expelled as a group, including their newest member. No! Fuck this. This is so trash. Yo, what's that turbo etchy thing? What's Japan? I mean, that's like saying, why is that there? Okay, well, this year has not done much. It's bottom of the bar. People give it a very average score. Why does it keep going softer? Fucking... YouTube does my head in. There's someone talk about YouTube banning Hololive members. It actually fucking gives me PTSD twitches. Yo, no, in the blurb does it mention fucking magic? Oh, I guess it does actually. It doesn't say the word magic, it says witches. Oh my god. This is just so meh. Like, what do witches do? Oh, there's the fucking edgy dark hair character, the goofy short hair character, the mysterious headmistress Chloe. Yeah, I like that. There needs to be more fucking devil horns in anime. More girls just need to, not forwards, like, yeah, more fucking outwards facing devil horn. Yo, what was that? Hello? Fucking what did I just... What is that? I've never seen homies doing that exercise. What is going on here? This I understand. It's crunches, standing up, lying down, doing nothing. What is this like reverse crunch shit? Yo, that's wild. Is that even good for you? I've never seen anyone do that. Yo. I want to sing. I really want... Is this an idol anime or a witch anime? Or are all idols witches? Fuck me, it didn't even sound like there was a break in what they said. Yo, Katakawa? Must be the Katakawa D team. Koitu producer. Evo X Love by Mappa. Music, romance, and boys. No thanks. Oh, second season of something bad. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, y'all. I really had fun. I'm really upset that my partner had to bail. Super upset about that, actually. Do we have a nice synthwave mix to go off? Synthwave. Yeah, I know you homies can see my... Ooh, synthwave. I don't know why I'm on synthwave or like lately. It's just maybe it's my deep inner Corona desire just to chill. Make that softer. Ooh yeah, softer. Yeah, it picks up like a wild amount of sound. Holy shit. Anyway, again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Gonna be talking about more anime stuff in the future. Again, just bored. Been looking for work. There's no work going around SA. I know everyone's got the same deal. So it's mainly just because I want to keep busy and I want to chat to people about random fucking anime shit. If there's anything you want to like get reviewed, see an opinion of, a spicy hot take. Because man, okay, you saw Ashley and her bad opinions. That's one thing that I can be a because she's not yeah. But you know, that's the beauty of stuff. It's like I love chatting to people who are different. I wish I had some homies close to me because like the next major city to the north, one of my guy friends lives out there, and he loves cute squishy romance stuff. He's always like, I love it when there's all this romance. And that's just his thing, which is cool. I love to talk to him because he covers more of that than I watch, for example. I'm more general blanky. Whereas my other tight homie that's close by, he loves his action stuff. He loves his super serious business. He loves his shonens. He loves his dark than blacks. And that's cool. So when we get to watch something like that, we bond. Whereas like again, something like ReZero, he's a bit humming and hawing about. Maybe because he's not interested. But even 7 Deadly Sins, as cool as 7 Deadly Sins is and as brutal as Season 2 is in terms of like the violence. God, homie's just getting stabbed and skewered and cut in half. He's like, looks a bit extra. Extra being like, you know, just over the top background stuff that shouldn't be there, like the etchy shit he doesn't like. He doesn't like unnecessary stuff like High School of the Dead's a perfect example. Everyone loves zombies, everyone loves violence, got cool gunplay, but he doesn't like the unnecessary etchy stuff, which is a fair complaint from most people. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, just hit me up in comments. I'm gonna try to do some more content. We're gonna do a lot of indie game stuff, people looking, you know, maybe you're bored of the mainstream stuff. Maybe you want to see some extra stuff. You know, I'd rather have the homies being productive, exploring, finding new hobbies, talking shit. Because again, I'm with the current C word. I'm just so jaded. I can't. It's like, anyway, peace out, fam.